4 essential questions regarding CAQH and the implications on your medical practice. CAQH, here we go. More red tape designed to make running a practice more complicated than it already is. Or is it really? And why do you need it? Let's explore the impact of CAQH participation on your practice. You may already be well aware of what CAQH is, but for those who don't, let's quickly look at what it stands for and what its role is in the medical industry. What is CAQH? The Council for Quality Healthcare, or CAQH, is a nonprofit collaborative alliance of the nation's leading health plans and networks. The objective is to have the different stakeholders in healthcare working together to streamline administrative processes, with the overall goal of improving healthcare access and quality for patients. What a beautiful mission statement. But what does that really mean? Well, in short, CAQH is an online data repository of credentialing data. If you haven't seen our video on credentialing, we highly recommend that you click on the link in the description to learn more about the credentialing process, NPI numbers, and more. CAQH is an online portal where medical providers report credentialing data such as basic personal information, education and training, work history, state license, malpractice history, DEA certification, and more. It is quite an exhaustive list, but it allows for more transparency and credibility in the healthcare industry at the end of the day. It's primarily an online resume for healthcare providers available for review by all insurances and other healthcare agencies. Also, having all the information in one secure location streamlines the credentialing process. Instead of having to send all the information to different payers, there is one trusted location where all the data can be accessed fast and efficiently. It is not mandatory to have a CAQH profile, but it is certainly recommended, especially if you want to become an in-network provider, as most insurance companies require CAQH registration. The only downside is that registering and reporting your information is not a one-off process. It requires continuous updating, and neglecting to do so may carry negative consequences. This brings us to our next point. Why is it essential to update, attest your information on CAQH? Expect a prompt to update your information at least once every 120 days, but in exceptional circumstances, this could be more often if specifically required to do so. You will receive an automatic reminder to review and reattest your data, which is not that difficult. Suppose there were no drastic changes since the last update. In that case, you can simply go online and reattest the information, or do so by calling an automated telephone system. Here's the catch though. Although this process is quite easy, it often happens that people neglect to attest. We're all human, and life can be pretty demanding at times, leading us to forget to do certain things like going online quickly and attesting. Sometimes technical issues lead to no attestation. It often happens where the notification email from CAQH ends up in the spam folder and remains unseen and unactioned. Sometimes the changing of administrative personnel or a switch in their duties and responsibilities could lead to a notification remaining unnoticed. There are many more reasons to mention, but the most important factor to consider is that it does happen, and quite often. But what happens if you don't attest? Surely it's not a big deal. Or is it? What happens if you don't update your CAQH information? As we mentioned before, you will receive a request about every 4 months to review, amend if need be, and reattest your information. You will also receive notification of an attestation expiration date. If you don't reattest before this date, you may face problems. When external parties view your profile, it will read, "This profile is not attested," and your information will not be visible to external parties. Failure to reattest in time could therefore lead to the payers delaying or even refusing credentialing or dropping the contract due to the reattestation problems on your profile. If you fail to reattest or fail to upload documentation requested by CAQH, your profile will be marked inactive after 3 to 4 email reminders. How do I prevent CAQH hiccups? Neolytix is a management service organization providing a la carte services to small and medium-sized medical practices for over a decade. We provide a wide array of services, from medical billing and credentialing to digital marketing and more. Creating and keeping your CAQH up to date is one of the many services we specialize in. Our proactive approach and monitoring processes will ensure that no hiccups arrive that might have a detrimental effect on your cash flow. Click on the link in the description to book a free, no-obligation consultation at a time that suits you, so that we can assist you with all the CAQH queries you might have and more. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to hit the subscribe button to receive more informative videos that could help you stress less and free your time to focus on doing what you love most, providing excellent medical care to patients. Thank you for watching.